secret plan for Christians and Osinbajo in 2020. The Buhari administration from its onset has been accused of sinister plots to Islamize Nigeria. Opposition groups and naysayers point to controversial policies like the implementation of rural grazing area settlements and the appointment of the Northerners as heads of all major security agencies and other strategic positions in the country as irrefutable proof of his intentions to make Nigeria an Islamic state. The president's implacable opposition to restructuring has not helped his case either. To further stoke the flames, the recent Cold War between the President and Vice President Yemi Osinbajo was interpreted by some as a subtle move to alienate Christians from governance. The Christian Association of Nigeria weighed in on the ongoing events. The Special Assistant on Media and Communications to CAN President, Reverend Adebayo Oladeji, told reporters that CAN believes there is no division between the Vice President and his principal, but that there is no smoke without fire. Oladeji said, "So as far as we are concerned, there is no crisis between them until we are told otherwise. Be that as it may, we are not happy with what we hear. It is sad that in every rumor there is an element of truth. So if there is any problem between them, we advise them to resolve it. If it has to do with 2023 politics, we advise the warring camps to shed their sword because 2023 is still far away. It is only God that knows who will be there. We are so much in a hurry. We just had elections this year." Vice President Yemi Osinbajo on his part has regularly extolled the religious tolerance exhibited by President Muhammadu Buhari, stating that Buhari's approach to religion is the sort of tolerance that is needed in a multi-ethnic, multi-religious society. President Muhammadu Buhari has publicly expressed his commitment to religious tolerance and peaceful coexistence among all Nigerians. He affirmed this to the Christian Association of Nigeria in a courtesy visit when he stated, "We will continue to strive for peaceful coexistence among all Nigerians irrespective of their religious beliefs." In the area of allocation of political offices, he said our focus will be on merit and national spread, such that every part of Nigeria will have a sense of belonging. We remain resolute in the fight against terrorism and insurgency, and efforts to bring back all those in captivity and other victims of kidnappings will be intensified. President Buhari's utterances and that of his administration's top men show that his administration has no plan to Islamize the country. Despite tribal and religious pressure, President Buhari still stuck with Pastor Osinbajo as its running mate and co-pilot for the second term. However, going into 2020, the president needs to assure Nigerians with more than rhetoric. Religious persecution is still a challenge that needs more action from the presidency. The president should also embrace more religious and ethnic diversity in political appointments to finally allay the fears of the citizenry that Nigeria will metamorphose into an Islamic state. So guys, everything is still all about what we are going to do. Try to debunk what is already on ground. Try to, persuade people. That is just what, they are just talking about here. Whether they do the needful or they don't do the needful, the deed has been done. The US has already, made their points known. And we could hear from all quarters now saying, "Oh, it is not like that. US report is wrong. Is this and that." They are just listening to people disgruntled elements. Oh, they are just listening to people on social media. They are basing or relying on what people are saying. I was just like, these people think all these American government officials, they are non-entities? Even for the fact that we know that nobody is perfect, but these guys are not non-entities at all. They are not the kind of people that, do not have the interest of their people at heart. They are not that type, because we can see it's playing out with all of these promises, with all of these things that they will say, "Oh, the president is tolerant." Before this US report, it was the vice president that was saying, "Oh, even the president even allowed a a church or whatever to be at the back of the wife's kitchen or something at the Asu Villa's kitchen. And people are like seriously? Does he have choice? That thing has been there before he came in. I don't know the correlation between that praises from the vice president saying, oh, the president is tolerance, is this and that, as if they knew what was coming from the US angle. So it's just really somehow. Honestly, it's not really somehow. So, like I said, the deed has been done. Whether they try to persuade or they try to paint the whole thing, they should do the needful, because it is not really speaking well of the country. People have been talking. When people complain, they will tell you that you are you are a looter. The people who failed elections, they could not win elections, disgruntled elements, all manner of things. Now, even they are still making reference to the US, that the US do not even know what they are talking about, that they should face their problem, that nobody made them the judge of the world, neither policeman of the world. So that is what they have been talking about. So they have to do the needful, whether they sing rhetoric, so all this talk, oh, well, they're going to rescue people who have been kidnapped by all these bad people. Those are the things we have been hearing. And but these people are intensifying their actions, they are intensifying their operations. You know how many people were just taken away? According to what we heard, 11 Christians were taken away, their lives were taken away. And every day they will come and be telling you, oh, we are going to do this, we are going to rescue them. How many times? About 3 incidents, even if not this year. 3 incidents that these people, they will make video and they will show how they massacre these people. And the only thing government will be saying, the same thing they will be saying. And these people are doing worse things. What have you put in place? Lai Mohammed will come and tell you, oh, they have defeated them technically. What is the meaning of technically? Is technicality and reality, are they the same? Is the recess, are they the same? It's very, very unfortunate. And let's hear what Nigerians are saying. Someone said Ibrahim Babangida tried to Islamize Nigeria when he was in power. He failed. Abacha tried the same thing. He failed. Moshood Abiola had the intention of this ungodly act. He never got to the corridor of power. If Buhari thinks he will make it happen in his own time, he will sleep and not wake up. Someone says, lying on a reality is the nature of all APC governments. The late Buhari died due to this Islamizing agenda. Why is it that religious is our major problem in Nigeria? Atayao, oh, someone in the house should tell me. Our belief as causing a lot of damage to the system of life, of living, killing every day in the name of religion. God, I look unto you to save this country. Someone say leopard can never change its skin. Now so we go continue to 2023, if not worse, and if Nigeria will be in existence. That's the change we voted for, from Christian and Muslim country to Muslim country. Do you think the Igbos are fools for standing on their grounds? I don't blame them, because they are well informed. Oduduwa Republic is a solution to all this problem facing Nigeria. I think it is right time we divide. Let Yoruba be on their own, Igbo on their own, and Hausa Fulani on their own. May God deliver us in Jesus' name. Someone say, God forbid that Nigeria will be Islamized. No, when they come, they say people are just trying to make up things. When a whole CGN came out and said Sharia should be fully implemented, what does that tell you? What does that tell anybody? What does that mean? And all these Muslims groups, they came and they supported it. Now that the US is bringing their own report, they say no, US does not know, they are rejecting it. When you are saying such a thing, people have been insinuating, okay, good and fine, with the handwriting on the wall, with the body language of the government and the president, people, were trying to, conclude. But how would I put it? To confirm their curiosity and their insinuations, the CGN just came and said the Sharia law must be fully implemented. As what? Somebody was asking that question, that that religion is our problem. Why is it that everybody just focusing on religion? When a public officer made it a point of duty to come to the public and say is proposing that Sharia should be fully implemented, then what do you think? What do you expect people to be thinking? What do you want them to, it confirms what they've been insinuating. That means their insinuations were not really wrong. You can imagine a public officer, a OCGN, Chief Justice of Nigeria, coming out to say he wants, he would like, or he proposing, or that is his wish. Some people will just say maybe it's a wishful thinking, but don't take it lightly. So what do you expect people? They will tell you people are making up things in this, with this kind of situation, with that kind of statement coming out from the CGN, making up things when he authoritatively and, confidently said that. He said that because I could remember when he initially made that statement. Christian Association of Nigeria said, okay, they just want to give him the benefit of the doubt, whether the person that represented him misquoted him, that they will be expected to hear from him. Up till now, it's going to 2 weeks or 3 weeks. He never said anything. He said it. And the whole thing has been flying all over the place. So for the fact that he came out publicly to say this is what he would want, Nigerians to do, so for this Sharia to be implemented in the constitution, then what do you expect people to say now that it is not the agenda to Islamize? I beg second base. So people should just stop all this thing that Christians are just trying to frame up things and all of those, or people are just the mischief makers are just trying to make things that do not really count. Someone say, what is happening in Nigeria, of which I will keep on saying, is the principle that don't take what I say in the public as I meant it, but continue vehemently with whatever we've discussed behind closed doors. We are aware of all the intrigues. Our God is alive, and it shall be well with Nigeria very soon. So it goes beyond the rhetoric. So we are going to do this, we are going to do this, we are going to do that. It goes beyond that. So guys, what do you think? Leave your comments below and let's see your take. Bye.